Hello everybody, welcome back. So today's video I'm kind of gonna wing it. Oh, sorry about the dye on my hands. I got a little wild with the Easter egg dyeing yesterday, and now I'm green like an alien. Anyways, so today's video, I don't know why I'm excited about it, but I feel like I'm a little, not nervous, but because I feel like it's really, really important. I really want people to understand what I'm saying, but I also think that this video might, it hurt a little bit. It's like going to be kind of an important, video. So I haven't really been able to plan what I'm going to say. So I'm kind of just going to let whatever happens. But I really want to talk today about unconditional love, self-love, just really all about love, the heart chakra, just all that stuff. Love is magic. Love is pure magic. Love is the highest frequency in the universe. The power of love is unmatchable. But I feel like a lot of people, unfortunately, have never experienced or don't truly understand what real unconditional love is. So I grew up in a home that was extremely unconditional in its love. And by no means are we perfect, or was my childhood picture perfect or whatever. But my childhood, I was raised with complete and total unconditional love. My parents are two of the most unconditional loving people I have ever met in my entire life. Like, that's just their essence of who they are. Maybe it was how they were raised. Maybe it's just their souls. I'm not sure, but that's just the way my parents are. So growing up, even into teenhood and adulthood, I very ignorantly chose to believe that everybody, knew unconditional love. I mean, I knew, people suffered from childhood trauma. Like, I wasn't ignorant to what was going on in the world. Like I said, I suffered my own childhood trauma and whatever. But I just kind of thought, like, they had somebody that still unconditionally loved them. Like, no matter what kind of trauma they were facing, there was something. Like, I had that belief or that understanding. And realistically, that is true. Somebody does unconditionally love you, and that is source. But not everybody really truly gets to experience or understand unconditional love. And so when you don't know something's possible, when you've never experienced it, it's harder to believe that it's possible to attain it. It's possible. It's harder to emulate it. And so I guess I'm gonna kind of circle back to this, because the most important thing in spirituality, or in finding yourself, or in the path to awaken or whatever, the most important thing in everything, if you look, is loving yourself, learning to unconditionally love yourself. People always say, like, you can't love another until you love yourself, talking about relationships, when people are like, I just want a relationship, and that's what they want so bad, and it's like, and then people tell them, like, oh, you got to learn to love yourself. Or there's so many different things, like with health, like, love your body and your body will love you. It always comes back to loving yourself, right? And it's crazy, because it's like, why the fuck are we having such a hard time loving ourselves? Like, that's weird, right? Like, why wouldn't we fucking love ourselves? But it's because we have never as a society, as a whole, the collective has never fucking experienced unconditional love. This is such a fucking conditional world. And I think the main point of this video, or the main thing I want people to understand or get to, is how the power of love is magic. It could change this world. So if you started practicing the art of unconditionally loving others and yourself, if we all practice this, the world would change before our eyes. And I think the main thing too with this is, before we can unconditionally love another, we have to learn how to unconditionally love ourselves. And that takes a lot of effort, because we've been programmed and conditioned to hate ourselves. And to not be like proud of who we are. To, I understand humility. I think that's obviously extremely important. But we've been told not to, honor ourselves and our bodies and our voices and our thoughts. So since society is teaching us or telling us or ingraining in us, we shouldn't speak our authentic truth. We shouldn't think our thoughts. We shouldn't be ourselves. And if we are ourselves, we should be ashamed of ourselves or try and hide ourselves so it fits in more with everybody else. So every single day we wake up, we're conditionally loving ourselves. And then we have the audacity to expect somebody else to unconditionally love us. And it's just not... It's why we're in this predicament we're in, where we all feel so fucking lost and so alone. And why more relationships than not don't last anymore. Why parent and child relationships are so broken. We're all so fucking lost. And I truly, truly believe, I've experienced it, so it's not even a belief anymore, it's a know. I know that the secret to changing your life, the beginning to a new world, is learning how to unconditionally and authentically be and love yourself. Once you could do that and break down all your walls and just get to that place of self-love, you will watch the magic transform in your life. Like when you're in a public place and someone just is glowing in there, you can feel their energy radiating in the room. Like, though when somebody truly authentically loves themselves, you could feel it. You feel their energy and you want to be around them because they're magnetic. It's like, oh my God, like, and they make you feel good about yourself, and they're able to do that. They have that capability because they truly love themselves. And so their cup is so full of love that they want nothing more than to overfill everybody else's cup with love. Everybody they meet, they have so much love that they can unconditionally love their partner and their mother and their children and the coffee girl and the waitress and the homeless person across the street and their abuser, and they love so unconditionally and so fully. And that is, I promise you, is the cornerstone, the secret, the key to unlocking everything. Maybe I'll make a self-love video. I did make a self-love thread on all my socials, so at the Astro Realm. Just little kind of tangible tips that you could, try and do to work on loving yourself. It sucks that it's this hard sometimes, but once you break down those walls and kind of realize how worthy you are and how deserving you are, and you start loving yourself, there's literally no better feeling. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I hope this helps. If you do resonate, please like, comment, share. I appreciate all of you so, so much. I'll see you guys next time.